All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers, and they are out of Framingham, Massachusetts, and this is their Post Shift Pilsner. So they're calling this one a Bavarian-style Pilsner, aka a German-style Pilsner, that comes in at 4.7% alcohol by volume, 38 IBUs, and at the time of review, this can is just over 6 weeks old. So believe it or not, I have never had this beer before, and if you drink Jack's Abbey stuff, you're probably saying, what the hell? How's that happen? I have no idea. I've reviewed about a dozen different beers from Jack's Abbey on the channel, and I've had close to 50 over the years from Jack's Abbey. I think I first started trying their stuff out back in like 2013, maybe late 2013, early 2014. Just never picked this one up. Now, I don't absolutely love German-style Pilsners. My preference is typically Czech-style Pilsners, but over the past couple years, I'm starting to love all types of Pilsners. And yeah, I thought it was finally time to pick this one up. So it says no working during drinking hours. Brewed with imported Bavarian malt, imported Seitz Family Hops, decoction mashed. This Pils is the perfect reward after any shift. Incredibly crisp, cracker, malt notes, and beautifully dense foam play perfectly with the herbal character of Seitz Family Hops, naturally carbonated. So I'm here for it. Hopefully it's quite delicious, because I have quite a few friends and viewers of the channel who really thoroughly enjoy this one. And the price point, assuming this one is good and I enjoy it, is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to give it a pour here into the glass. Try to go a little bit aggressive here to get a head. With a lot of like lagers, I feel like I don't pour them hard enough to generate the head that I want. And I got it this time, so we're good. So we'll throw this one over here. That looks absolutely fucking beautiful in the glass. So has that slightly like unfiltered kind of look to it. I mean, you could see my hand through the glass. You can make it out. It has a clarity to it. However, it's probably chill haze. With a little bit of haziness, maybe not, it's not unfiltered, I don't think. Or did they say? No, I don't think so. I think, obviously, for the most part, lagers are filtered, but certain styles are unfiltered, and a lot of times American breweries will be like, oh, let's just make that unfiltered. So I think it's more of the chill haze than anything. Just over 2 fingers of this beautifully soap sudsy looking head. Looks absolutely fantastic for Pilsner, in my opinion. Hold up to like good carbonation going through. Yeah, looks beautiful. It just does. I mean, if somebody hands you, if you want a Pilsner, someone hands you this, I think you're like, yeah, sign me up. Let's get a nose. What the? Okay, so I wasn't anticipating that, but maybe I should have been, because, it is a German-style Pilsner. There is this huge, like, peppery, like, herbaceous spiciness in the nose from the hops. Like, it has that herbal, but, like, peppery, spicy note. There's, like, a lemon zest as well. And then they said crackery malt all day long. Has that crackery, grainy kind of malt you expect from the style. I just wasn't, I guess, prepared for, like that zesty, zippy kind of, like, herbaceousness. Oh, it smells really good. Based on the nose alone, this is going to be probably delicious. However, aromas sometimes go sideways when you taste them. We'll see. Prost, everyone. It did not go sideways. Oh, okay. So I get why people enjoy this right off the rip. For me, I've always said I like Czech-style Pilsners more so than German-style Pilsners, at least from my experience. Czech-style Pilsners don't seem to be as bitter. They're a little bit more well-balanced, where this kind of, I think, leans a little bit more towards the hop side of things. It's definitely very dry. It's crisp on the palate. But I'm starting to enjoy that. Like the last 6 months to a year, I'm starting to enjoy that. So I still prefer Czech-style Pilsners very slightly. However, this, based on that first sip, is definitely the style. Like as a whole, the beer kind of hits the notes you're looking for with the style. Let's go body mouthfeel. Bottom, this is lower side of medium, 4.7%. Yeah, it's perfect for what it is. There's enough body to keep you interested, but it's also light enough to keep it quite refreshing. The mouthfeel, it's crisp, it's clean, it's incredibly refreshing and crushable. This has a moderate to a touch over moderate carbonation, so it's definitely spritzy on the palate. The taste, everything from the nose carried over. First thing it hits me, crackery, grainy malt. That's like the first third of the palate dives underneath. Then right after that, I get that zesty lemon I was talking about, a little bit of orchard fruit, pop it in like a pear, towards the core of a pear, or maybe like the skin of a red apple, something like that. But it's not like full on orchard fruits, but definitely hints and nuances of orchard fruits. Second half of the palate's where that, to me, peppery, herbaceous, spicy, kind of slightly floral character hits. Actually, I take it back, more floral. It's more grassy. But this actually, this might be one of the more bitter German-style Pilsners I've had. It has, I'd say, like a mild to moderate bitterness, more approaching moderate. There's a little bit of like a slight like resiny quality on the back of the palate. It's like lingering too with each sip, like in the right on the back of the throat. There is a pop of bitterness that's kind of just sitting there. Definitely full on dry as well. So full on dry, nice pop of bitterness. I like that this is the body and mouthfeel like really do it for me. Those two things specifically make me just want to drink this beer because it's so incredibly refreshing. However, it has a lot of characteristics on the palate that I think a lot of people would love, especially with the style. Even the bitterness and the dryness as I talk is just like kind of like it's a very dry beer. I got to go back for another sip. Also, look at the fucking glass lacing. It's fantastic. This is, on the tip of the tongue, I just got like a lemon kind of like a lemon zest, like maybe like an orange zest right at the front of the lips after that last sip. That's kind of weird, but I'm into it. Anyway, yeah, I would say if you want something that has a little bit more hop character for a German-style Pilsner, this would be for you, 100%. And as I'm speaking to you right now, I shouldn't be blown away because a lot of people are like, that's a delicious beer. That's like one of my go-tos. Like a very good friend of mine, if you're of the channel, Rick, this is like one of his favorite, like, you know, low ABV value beers. He just loves it. And there's other people out there that also love this one. And honestly, what's not to love? Now, this is not blowing my mind. I don't think it's the best German-style Pilsner I've had from an American brewery. But when you take everything into consideration, the availability, the price point, and the taste, the quality, it's fucking really good. So I'm going to pour the rest of this in here, and I'm going to give it a proper score. Fucking Jack's Abbey, man. I can't believe I've never had this one before. What the fuck is wrong with me? You know what? I don't think I've had the house lager either. Like, and that's like, again, this is a year-round offering. So I think the house lager is so that might be another one that I have to try before the end of the year. Anyway, Post Shift Pilsner from Jack's Abbey. I'm going to give this a high 4.3, or 4.25. I'm going to go 4.35. Almost gets in the low 4.5 realm. This is just fucking fantastic. 4.35 all day. It's, yeah, I mean, from an American brewery, you know, there's a couple that I've had out there from, you know, some breweries that have done a little bit better than this for a German Pilsner, but they're also like 50% more expensive, maybe even 75% more expensive. Because when I tell you the price point of this one, it makes you wonder why a lot of these other breweries can't price it very similar or within a couple bucks. So we'll talk about that right now. So this in the Buffalo, New York area, as far as I know and I've seen, typically around $9.99 a 4-pack. You're talking $2.50 for that can. It's a 16 fluid ounce can, 4.7%, extremely well made German-style Pilsner, and it's $10 a 4-pack. Like, that's fucking absurd. Now, where you are, it might be a little bit more expensive, maybe even a little cheaper, but even if it was up to $12 a 4-pack, worth every penny. And again, some of the aforementioned breweries that I didn't name that, you know, make better beer than this as far as what I've had, you're talking $14, $16, $18 a 4-pack. I'd rather have this all day based on value alone. So that's pretty crazy. I think it does come in the 12 fluid ounce cans, and you might be able to buy like 12 packs or 15 packs. They might be in some of the variety packs, but I just know I always see 4-packs of this, and it's typically around $10 4-pack. Availability is Jack's Abbey. Go to their website. They probably have a beer finder. I'm pretty sure they do. They get into a lot of like the Northeast, New England area, Mid-Atlantic, a little bit, I think, to the Midwest. They're in probably, I'd say, at least a dozen different states, I would say. Here in Buffalo, we've been getting them for, like, again, since late 2013, I believe. So we've been getting them for about 11 years, and they just make fantastic lagers. That's what Jack's Abbey does, and this is a perfect example of them, you know, pretty much nailing a style. Stylistically, this is great. It might be even a little bit too hop forward for the style, at least from all the experience I've had of trying different Pilsners. But, you know, it's an American brewery, and we like to, hop the shit out of a bunch of stuff. So, but I think that's the only thing stopping it from being like the perfect Pilsner for me. I think it has a little bit too much of like a hoppy, resinous kind of quality. It almost has like a West Coast style IPA kind of hoppiness. Almost, not quite. But a lot of people out there will love it, and I'm actually enjoying it for what it is. But 4.35 out of 5 for beer as a whole. I think it's a great fucking Bavarian-style Pilsner. And I also didn't mention 4.7%, you really can't tell. The flavor and everything, I might even guess, and the body and everything, I might even guess more like 6.5, just because it just brings the intensity of flavors that you don't expect from something sub 5%. So kudos, Jack's Abbey, for a fantastic beer. I'm glad I finally grabbed this one. So many of you told me how much you enjoy this one. I can't believe I didn't review it. I can't believe I've never had this one before. It's just fucking wild. So I'm going to shut this one down. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. If you've had this one, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. If this isn't your favorite from Jack's Abbey, what is? And have I reviewed it? If not, maybe I'll do so before the end of the year. Anyway, till the next one. Cheers. Prost.